Good morning, y'all. I'm going to be working on my DT project for Sunflowers and Dors. I'm going to share how I made these pockets. And these are double pockets. I put some tags in here, that one backed with the background page from the kit, and this one backed with a piece of scrap cardstock. And this is layered. There's an envelope in the back, pieces from the kit, and that netting is from a potato sack from my grocery store, from the vegetable section. Here's another one. Just use a different frame from the kit, and you can see through it. So I'm going to share how I made these. This is the page of frames from the kit that I used. And I'm going to show you something else that's cool about these. Now, when you print these, print two. Okay, I already cut some out. But print two, it'll make it easier. You can use book pages, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. I also printed these in portrait, which makes them a smaller size. And you can layer these up. They fit well over the... Apparently my puppy wanted it in my room. They fit well over the top of one another. And you can switch them around, come up with different looks. Okay, these are the other things that I'm going to use. This is literally my potato sack from my local grocery store. On the back of them, they have this brown netting. It's brown, it's hard to see on camera. But this is what I'm going to use. And some junk mail envelopes. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut two of these frames out, and I'm going to cut the insides out. This one I cut exactly on the line. This second one I cut a little bit further around, and I'll show you why. You can see, I know that was really quick. I lost part of this video. I'm just cutting some netting there. If you look at the two ovals that I cut out, one of them you can see still has part of the digital image around it. And I did that on purpose because I wanted it to be a wider circle or a wider oval. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one frame, I'm going to put the netting on it, and then I'm going to sandwich the other frame on it to help hold that netting. It also helps give the pocket some more strength when you're sliding things in and out. Otherwise, that netting can slip. It can get a little bit loose because it is plastic-based netting. Now, you could also stitch around these. I'm not stitching in this particular journal, but if you're stitching around it, you don't have to worry so much about it slipping out of place. But if you don't make the sandwich to cover up the netting, even if you stitch it, there's a chance that the pieces that you're sliding in and out are going to get caught on that netting. And then it's going to tear it up anyway, or it's going to tear up what you're sliding in and out. Okay, gluing those two pieces together. Now, the reason why I wanted the wider oval is because I don't want the oval in the back showing through. It needed to be a little bit wider so that when I made the sandwich, you couldn't see the piece in the back. That may just be my OCD kicking in. You could see here where you can see the edge. I know that was quick. Like I said, I kept losing pieces of this video. You could see the edge of the frame that was on top. And that's so that that back frame is hidden from view. Now, I made a mistake when I was cutting my stuff out and when I was layering it. So I'm having to do a little bit of extra cutting, which is fine. Something that I forgot to do is I actually forgot to ink the inside, around the inside of the ovals before I glued them together. So this is my trick. I'm just going to use a Q-tip and add some ink on the inside of here. So if you have little tight spaces that you want to ink, you don't need fancy tools. Just grab some Q-tips, a piece of napkin, a cotton ball. But I am going to ink up around these with Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. Okay, I'm going to finish inking up that later. In the meantime, I'm going to take this junk mail envelope and I'm going to add glue on each side and across the bottom to make a pocket. And I'm just going to glue it directly onto this envelope. Now this kit is available in Mandy Reed's shop over on Etsy. The name of her shop is Sunflowers and Dors, and the name of this digital kit is The Colors of Autumn. Now I'm going to cut the rest of the pocket out, and I'm just going to roughly cut it first and then refine it as I go. Cut these pockets as tall, as wide, as narrow as you would like, however you need to cut them to fit into your project. These can also be used as floating pockets that you can just paper clip in, and they'll have a writing space on the back because the back is a piece of envelope. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and finish inking around the edges of this before I glue it into the journal. As a side note, the inking is not necessary, and you don't have to use ink. If you have watercolors, if you have map colors, if you have crayons, if you have markers, if you have acrylic paints, you can add inking or aging to your journals in other ways. Just get creative. I know times are tough. People are having a hard time buying groceries. Use what you have. I mean, you can get map colors and crayons for 50 cents. It doesn't have to be fancy. Use what you need to use. I just like to see people make things. It's it's a place of healing for me. I enjoy making things. It's what I call my woo-saw time, when I can sit and relax and create something. Just gluing that into the journal now. Now there's a pocket in the back, and there's a pocket in the front that you can see through out of some junk that we normally just throw in the trash. Okay, I'm going to continue to stuff this journal with things and see what else I can come up with to share with you guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all's support. Try to have a good day.